Hello, this is Arturelia Anime Room Reviews. I'm Arturo, and today I'll be reviewing the second Inuyasha movie. Came out a year after the first in Japan. Though, while the second film actually is based around them hunting Naraku, is this film better than the first one? I guess by plot perspective, or I don't know. Does it bring something new to Inuyasha? Well, that's why you're here. Today, I'll be reviewing the second film of Inuyasha, the classic series, and the second film of the Inuyasha movie trilogy. Let's go.
Perish. Impudent wench.
When the fight against Naraku is successful, Inuyasha, Kagome, and Shippo start looking for the remaining shards, and go in their separate ways without Sango and Moroku. However, Kagura and Kana, the remaining group of Naraku, find a mirror that belongs to a woman called Kaguya, Princess of the Heavens. While asking them to do tasks to set her free, she promises Kagura freedom. Inuyasha and Kagome get thrown into another situation, and soon, Kaguya is free, and the gang must come back together to stop another threat. The soundtrack in here sounds basically the same, that same feel in the show, but maybe a little bit different, but it's still your beloved Inuyasha music. The animation in the second film actually looks nicer than in the first film. I mean, don't get me wrong, the first film did look great. This one has more improved art style. Well, I guess you could say better quality. It looks nicer, but still holds that art style like from the first film. The characters in the movie, we already know them. If you've watched the show, then I don't need to go back into details about their past and why they're doing what they're doing. But we do get new faces. For one, Kaguya, Princess of the Heavens. Is another villain in the Inuyasha film series. She is a maiden, or is she? Her power is from the celestial robe, along with the mirror, which can also show the appearance of the dark side. Though I won't go into much detail about her because, well, she despises half-demons. And we get why as the story progresses. It has been a while since I've seen this film. She does look very sassy, though she is just another typical villain that is annoying, and could even hold out against Naraku if so. While Akitoki, a character that seems to run into bad luck when trying to dispose of a certain object. This was actually the character's first appearance, because he does later show up in the show itself, and even has courage to do his job and get rid of the rogue, though he can't really fight nor has skills. But he is determined and bravery, even if he has to travel far and wide. Kikyo is here, but less screen time, and she is just as weird about stuff. Kagura and Kana have their part to play, working with Kaguya. As for my enjoyment, I really enjoyed this film. It's just another continuation of the Inuyasha film trilogy, and I even watched it with my mom, so it was a fun ride. It was also a different take to the Inuyasha story, and the first time we actually see the main villain from the show. I can say that, like Inuyasha, it does have one weird point that you could probably say is out there. I mean, Inuyasha, while it has weird stuff in it, it is nowhere near as like Evangelion with, well, stuff. I mean, the characters just have a new story, a new journey, like a new adventure to fight off against evil, and it also has dark points. While the film, I can say, has dark moments, I feel like the first one still holds this deep darkness of basically the fallen heroes. Sort of deal. I guess you know what I'm saying. But then again, that could just be me, because this film does have its moments. I enjoyed the moments with Sango and her brother. Yes, Sango. Again. And that bath scene. She can even lift up...
The only protection we need is against you!
Wait, Sango! Don't be rash!
One point in the film that you can presume this could have happened, I mean, there was, like, really no specific answer to what happened to two characters, which I will not name due to spoilers, but I feel like it never really answered what happened to them. You could presume so-and-so may have, I guess, helped them out, but it's never answered.
What's that?
Well, Inuyasha, the second film, was enjoyable. While I do believe the first film has more of an impactful feel to it, this film does deliver with the original cast, even short screen times of the original characters from the show itself, including Naraku. However, though, I can say I believe the first film handles more of this really dark feel for these characters. This does, but I feel like it's more of a been there, done that sort of deal. While Inuyasha does have its issues with it being too repetitive, which the film does, like the film trilogy does do, it's still very impactful with its characters. I feel like the first one was more darker, but this one really has great stuff to it. Overall, it will get an 8 out of 10. It is great. Great animation, obviously the characters are great action scenes, etc. You will enjoy this film just like the first. As for my recommendation, obviously there was the third film and the fourth film. Yeah, sorry about that. After that, that's basically it. These were the last two films I could recommend for y'all. Though if you want, you could also follow up from the story, the final act. Well, this is Arturelia Anime Room Reviews signing off.